Welcome to Darkest Timeline, a show where we take some of your favorite movies and TV shows and we change one small thing in their timeline and we see how it affects everything for the worse. But before we get into that wonderful playground of shenanigans, I do want to say that if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and like this video because you're not going to want to miss all the fun stuff that we do here on the channel. Today, we are going to take a look at the most popular fighting game franchise of all time. Of course we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat. It's the perfect time to do it. They just got a whole new movie on HBO Max, so let's give it a shot. Now, before we butterfly effect this whole damn thing, we're going to have to start at the very beginning and look at how the original timeline played out. Now, keep in mind, there's a lot of story to cover and even more characters to try to mention. So I'm just going to try to go ahead and bullet point every important part of that story and see if we can wrap it up real nice. Let's give it a go. Bunch of fighters come to an island for Mortal Kombat. Yellow Ninja really hates Blue Ninja, so he kills him. Liu Kang beats Goro, then Shang Tsung. Old man Shang Tsung begs his boss for a second chance, becomes young Shang Tsung. His boss Shao Kahn says, that tournament didn't count, we're having another one here. Mortal Kombat 2 starts, lots of people fight, lots of people die. There's a new Blue Ninja, it's the old Blue Ninja's last mean brother. Liu Kang fights Shao Kahn, wins Mortal Kombat again. Shao Kahn is mad, invades Earthrealm even though he lost. Mortal Kombat 3 starts, lots of people fight, lots of people die. This time Johnny Cage is killed by Motaro. Blue Ninja finds out his ninja group is turning their ninjas into robot ninjas. Even his gray ninja friend got turned into a robot. Liu Kang does the fighting thing and defeats Shao Kahn again to win Mortal Kombat. Again. Princess Kitana is like, oh hey, thanks for defeating my stepdad and freeing my home Edenia, and then gives him flirty eyes. New bad guy Shinnok shows up, Mortal Kombat 4 starts. Yellow Ninja comes back to fight new Blue Ninja, then finds out he was tricked by other new bad guy Quan Chi. Liu Kang does some bicycle kicks and beats the bad guys, then saves Edenia. Kitana is like, oh hey, come be the king and I'll be the queen. He says no. Other Mortal Kombats happen, people fight, Liu Kang actually dies. Eventually there's a pyramid and everyone comes back to life to fight. Winner then becomes a god and can do anything. And then we reboot the entire franchise and we start over from the beginning. No. This is taking way too much time. This is the Darkest Timeline. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the very beginning and we're going to change one small detail and we're going to see how it affects the rest of the timeline for the worst. And in this case, we are going to find out what if Johnny Cage was the one to go on and defeat Goro to become the champion of Mortal Kombat. It is now time to walk down the Darkest Timeline.
This is where you fall down.
Remember, Johnny Cage is ego-driven. He's not there to save the world. He's there to prove he's the best fighter. So instead of Liu Kang challenging Goro, Cage decides to leave his scheduled fight against Scorpion to challenge Goro instead. This leaves Scorpion lost and confused, and when he shows up to an empty arena, he's all like, "Get over here?" Meanwhile, Johnny Cage dick punches Goro to victory, then goes on to defeat Shang Tsung. Liu Kang is bummed it wasn't him, but Sonya Blade is like, maybe this guy isn't that bad. Meanwhile, a neglected Scorpion goes looking for a fight with Sub-Zero. But since he didn't get warmed up before his fight, Sub-Zero actually kills him this time around. Oh, I'm sure that's not going to cause any problems for this timeline. Not at all. Next up in Mortal Kombat 2, Shang Tsung still does the whole Benjamin Buttons thing, and Shao Kahn forces a new tournament with home field advantage. But Johnny Cage, now riding an ego high, is like, how many times do I need to teach you this lesson, old man? And beats Shang Tsung, then beats Shao Kahn. But this time, Kitana gives Johnny Cage the flirty eyes and says, thanks for defeating my evil stepdad. But let's not forget about Sub-Zero. He's not even supposed to be in this timeline. High on his victory over Scorpion, he takes over the Lin Kuei and his younger brother finds him. New Sub-Zero sees that old Sub-Zero is getting power hungry and wants to turn his ninjas into robots. So new Sub challenges him and beats his older brother. Instead of killing him though, this Sub-Zero teaches his older brother that there is strength in humanity and other blah 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 stuff. Pretty much, the two of them are now working together and run the Lin Kuei and decide not to do the Cyborg Initiative, so nobody gets turned into robots in this timeline. Now, we go back to the sore loser, Shao Kahn. He's like, I don't care if I didn't win Mortal Kombat. I'm going to attack Earthrealm and destroy all of my enemies. He starts off by resurrecting his dead wife Sindel for help. Kitana's all like, whoa, you brought my mom back to life and made her all evil? Because of Mortal Kombat shenanigans. Anyways, Johnny Cage and Earthrealm's mightiest heroes fight Khan and his army. Instead, Motaro kills some random cop that decided to show up to try and help. Silly Striker. Maybe a random cop shouldn't have shown up to be in Mortal Kombat. More fighting happens. Cage does the whole hero thing and confronts Shao Kahn. Kahn has learned a few tricks this time around and kicks our new protagonist's ass. But right before he can kill him, Cage's new love interest jumps in to help him, and it's this selfless act of love from Katana that sparks a memory deep in the mind of Sindel to shake her from her curse. So Sindel goes all mama bear on Khan, and together, mother and daughter, they destroy Khan. So with Khan out of the picture now, this means that Sindel and Katana have freed their homeworld of Edenia, so they decide to go back to lead their people. But first, they recruit the help of the Sub-Zeros and the Lin Kuei to defend their realm. One might say things are looking pretty good, right? Well, this is the darkest timeline, so let's see what happens next. After some years of peace, a new evil joins the game. Shinnok is raised from the dead by Quan Chi, and they plan to attack Edenia. Knowing that both Sub-Zero and the Lin Kuei are there to help them, Quan Chi resurrects Scorpion to assassinate the two brothers. But two subs are better than one Scorpion, so he's defeated again. Shinnok continues his attack on Edenia, and this does not sit well with Johnny Cage. Raiden takes him and other fighters from Earthrealm to help. Johnny Cage defeats Shinnok and protects Edenia. It's this act of heroism that leads Katana to ask Cage to stay and get married so they both can rule as king and queen. In the past timeline, it's Liu Kang that gets this offer, and he says no because he knows he has to stay and defend Earthrealm. But Johnny Cage, on the other hand, he loves the idea of becoming a king, so he definitely takes the offer to go back to Edenia. And now we've got King Cage. So there's no way that's gonna cause a problem. Not at all. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung decide to get revenge by resurrecting the Dragon Army. Raiden, hearing about this deadly alliance, sends Liu Kang to defeat them. He would have sent Cage because, he's the Mortal Kombat champion, but he's too busy being king and stuff, so he can't be bothered by the problems of his past. This gives Kang the chance to show that he is worthy of being a hero. Kang is able to stop both combatants, but only because he must break the ways of Shaolin and kill them without honor. He sneaks in and snaps both of their necks before they can resurrect the army. That's right, he snaps their neck, because if you recall, in the original timeline, they snap his neck. See, here in the timeline business, we call this mirroring. Mirroring. It's like a mirror. Anyways, with him doing this, it actually prevents the events of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and Mortal Kombat Deception from ever happening. But let's be honest with ourselves, nobody really wanted any more 3D Mortal Kombat games. So anyways, more Mortal Kombat shenanigans, and now there's a giant pyramid in Edenia, and all of the past combatants are brought back to life in one last Mortal Kombat! Whoever makes it to the top and defeats the Elemental Blaze will receive godlike power. Well, Johnny Cage shows up with an entire army of Edenians there to help him. Lots of people fight, lots of people die. In fact, all that's left is Raiden, Liu Kang, and Johnny Cage. And it's King Cage who makes it to the top of the pyramid first and defeats Blaze. And once he beats this big fire monster, he earns the title of God right there in front of Liu Kang and Raiden. With his newfound power, his ego knows no bounds. As God, Cage wants to merge the worlds together, becoming the one true ruler of all of the realms. Liu Kang sees this and he knows that he cannot allow this to happen, so he must defeat his once friend. Raiden sees this and tries to stop it from happening, but also falls to God Cage. And right before Raiden dies, he is able to send a message through time to his younger self saying, "Kill Cage." As we teleport back in time to the events at the start of MK1, while walking across a dangerous bridge, Raiden receives the message, "Kill Cage." Of course, Johnny Cage is distracted because he's hitting on Sonya Blade that he doesn't even see that something is wrong with Raiden. With the wisdom of a preventable future, he turns to Johnny as he is rejected by Sonya and delivers one final "Johnny, let it go!" right off the bridge.
Fatality.
So, problem solved? Huh? Or has this opened up a completely new timeline set for disaster? But that is a timeline for another video. Let me know in the comments below what you think would have also happened if Johnny Cage had won the first Mortal Kombat, or what other timelines we should mess with next. And again, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button for this video. Till the next time, line. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you need some more Jovenshire in your life, we have 2 videos there on the right, and don't forget to subscribe, because if you like this video, I guarantee you're gonna like the other stuff that we do here. And if you get a chance, go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, because we create a lot of content there that doesn't always make it to YouTube. Go check it out.